Hey guys, I'm Alex Thorpe, and from the last video that you saw with me, I want to show you some of my other creations, not just like my beach cruiser in the background here and sitting on a stool. We're going to be moving around this time, so follow me. I don't have a lamp in this room, so I'm sorry for the lighting, but this will help just a little bit, okay? One of my accomplishments is that's me in 2008 Easy Riders. Pictures in, it took them a year, but I finally made it. And then that's the front cover right there. Claim to fame, I always say. Moving over here, these are my old 1940 fully tattooed pictures. When I was a kid, I saw these pictures and I wanted to look just like these guys. So that's why I got started on my tattoos. So moving on from that, uh, let's go out to my garage. All right, guys, real quick. This is where I fabricate. This is where I build. This is where all my ideas come from. Okay, so walk in here real quick with you. This is my 1977 shovel head. This is what I call Lucille. This is my baby girl. This is my one and only. This would be my first marriage and my last marriage. Anyways, moving on. Got my full suicide shift. I made my own seat pan. Everyone says you don't have a seat pan. It's in the shape of a seat. It works just fine. And this is where all the lovely ladies sit. Even though I don't have springs in the back, they're just going to have to deal with it. 2-gallon peanut tank. I don't go very far with this, but I look good the whole time. Went with the straight bar. Most of the parts on this bike I built from scratch. I just had these ideas going. I went through all of the motorcycle catalogs and stuff like that, but they just didn't have the look that I was, looking for. If you focus back here, I made a full spider web. It took me about a couple hours in the shop, but I just created that, out of nowhere. Cruiser that I built, but this was a long time ago. This is the first one, and the reason why it was the first one is because look, it looks almost identical to my actual motorcycle. Like that was my whole idea. But what happened was is that I gave this to a friend of mine, and I let him use it for free. He didn't buy it for me or anything because I had so many bikes at the time. Well, look what happens when you let your friend use it for free and then they don't take care of it. But that's a whole different story, so shame on him. I'm going to redo this and give it to somebody who can actually appreciate it. Moving on from that, I want to give you a quick little joke here real quick, because I stump every good mechanic, okay? Now just bear with me on this real quick. The simple question, what separates the piston ring from the liner that it sits in? It's a simple word, simple answer to that question. Now, if there's any mechanics watching this right now, can you answer that question? But I'll give you guys the answer after all this is done. So, moving on. One day I wanted to learn how to play the drums. And I saved up my money and I bought a drum set. Never even touched a drum set before, but I always had the passion to learn. So, bought this drum set, and within 15 minutes I already started learning basic beats here and there, so on and so on. So you guys are probably wondering, how good am I? Well, you know what? Let me just do a quick little set real quick, just real quick. Don't want to take up too much of your time. And this is what you can do when you put your mind at anything. Whatever you want to do, whatever you want to achieve, you can do. You just have to follow your heart and do it and never give up. So this is what I learned in about 15 to 20 minutes. Okay? Simple. It's a basic beat that anybody can do. You guys should try it. Anyways, last I want to talk about this old oil drum that I made, 55-gallon drum barbecue. If you look at it here, I got an exhaust motorcycle that I cut, an old piston that that a motor blew up, so I took the piston and I welded what looks like this battery ram on it, no big deal. But an old 55-gallon oil drum, I cut it in half, made the stand, wheels like a toolbox, and three grills later, I welded, and you can cook this. All right, you can fill this up with ribs, ribeye, steak. It's a good, and it works perfectly. Anyways, moving on, all my tools, my welders, just whatever I got to get the job done. I got more ideas in my head that I'm going to make soon, and you guys will see that soon. Oh, and by the way, the answer to that question, if you guys have a car, or you go over to stop to some like local mechanic shop and you want to test your mechanic's knowledge, ask them that question. Quick question, what separates the piston ring from the lighter? It's easy, it's oil, okay? I've had some of the best mechanics who I thought at the time tell me air, metal, nothing. Well, those are all wrong answers, it's oil. You guys should use that sometime, trust me, you will stump the most brightest mechanics that you've ever met. All right, until the next time guys, thank you very much for your time. I'm Alex Thorpe, and I'll see you guys soon.